liaison to the families, and she's going to be my translator today. We're very honored to have from the United Nations the Ecuadorian Consulate General Jorge Lopez and Susana Cortazar Lascano. Also with us today is Father Champion, president of the Peekskill Area Pastors Association. He's the Ukrainian Orthodox Church pastor. Of course, Father Vincent from the Church of the Assumption. Jim Killoran from Habitat for Humanity, who's a relocation specialist and a disaster relocation specialist, having relocated hundreds of families after Hurricane Sandy. And also with us today are
Assemblywoman Jimena Peña.
Thank you, Assemblywoman, for being here. We just want to update everyone. On that tragic day, 21 families lost their homes. 106, by the official count from the American Red Cross, were displaced. As of now, those families have found quarters, except for 8 or 9 families that we're still looking for. They right now are being housed temporarily by the county in emergency housing. The city of Peekskill has opened up the city garage on Lower South Street for donations of furniture only. They cannot accept clothing, but furniture can be dropped off there at any time during normal business hours. And I know that the families were there all weekend taking what was left last week, but there's still a great need, so we're going to urge people to continue to donate as generously as possible. The Assumption Church is collecting cash donations, as well as the Peekskill Community Network. They have a page on Facebook, and at this time I'd like to give a shout out and a big thank you to Leslie Lawler for all the work that she's done in setting up that account and managing it. And it's just going to be a lot of work to manage that account and to hand that money out when the time comes and the time is appropriate. So again, the Peekskill Garage is open for donations, and at this time I'd like to introduce Jorge Lopez, the Consulate General for Ecuador, and if he wants to say a few words to his citizens.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Thank you to everybody. In this special occasion, we are here because our community, Latino community, need help. That's why we are here in the Ecuadorian Consulate. And also, I want to say thank you to the Padre Vincent.
Count how many times he says community.
Local authorities in order to help our community.
Two.
In this case, we need to try to be together and work together in order to help our community.
3.
Thank you, Mayor, because he opened his the door in order to help our community.
4.
Gracias, estamos aquí para tratar de trabajar en conjunto con las locales, las autoridades locales, especialmente con nuestro alcalde, el Padre Vincent, el Padre Champion, y también todas las demás organizaciones que están ayudándonos para tratar de ayudar a nuestra comunidad. Es un momento de estar unidos para poder trabajar en conjunto para estas personas que están en necesidades.
Thank you. Susanna, you wanted to say... Susanna, you want to say a few words about people trying to, the efforts of the consulate to help people get papers, passports, and things that may have been lost in the fire?
Okay, we are going to try to have a mobile consulate to provide people documents they need, like passports, IDs. En español, nosotros como consulado vamos a traer un consulado móvil la próxima semana. Estamos tratando de coordinarlo para poder proveer a las personas que necesitan de sus pasaportes, IDs, documentos que necesitan para poder aplicar a ciertos beneficios que se les pueden dar. Eso es lo que como consulado podemos ofrecerles.
Thank you. Father Champion, I know you have to be someplace. Do you want to say a few words?
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Just on behalf of our entire community, the Latino people, as Consul General said, whom we serve, and in particular in my position as past president of the Peekskill Area Pastors Association, we're glad here to be once again collaborating in community despite tragic events as we have done in past years during the course of time. And our organization, I will approach them for whatever help we can provide, both material spiritual, psychological, and others. And I'm glad to be included in this. Thank you to the mayor once again, to the consul general, and to all of you here.
Thank you. Father Vincent?
Thank you, Mayor, for the opportunity. On behalf of our pastor, Father Higgins, we just want to first thank the city of Peekskill. And the last time we had a fire tragedy a couple months ago, they were extremely helpful, and this push was essential in helping those families transition into new housing. So our real need and real hope is for these 8 or 9 families that cannot get help from the county through Department of Social Services because they do not have taxpayer ID numbers, and so they're without that initial help for the first month's rent and security. So for those listening, if there are any generous donors, the biggest need above all, more than food or clothing, is actually the money to actually get the families into apartments. Once they're in and going, we're confident and we're hopeful that they'll be able to continue. So we're just very grateful for any generous donors out there who might open their hearts. And according to our Mother Teresa, who remembers Jesus' line that what you did for the least of my brothers, you did for me. Te damos gracias al alcalde por esta oportunidad de hablar con la gente por la televisión y por los ecuatorianos. Quiero agradecer primero a Dinor Pacheco, Ramón Fernández y Pablo Atunas de nuestra propia Iglesia Asunción, que ha ayudado mucho de las familias que han perdido sus apartamentos, pero ahorita estamos pidiendo más que todo las donaciones financieras para ayudarles por la primera renta y la seguridad. Si hay algunas personas generosas allá escuchando, por favor, abre sus corazones para ayudar a estas familias con esas donaciones de plata. Gracias, que Dios te lo bendiga.
Thank you, Father. Assemblywoman, would you like to say something to the community?
Thank you so much, Mr. Mayor. And I just want to thank everyone who is here for that work, for working together in behalf of people that is on need today. Just to let you know, we are working together, and as your Assemblywoman representing Ecuadorians residing in the United States and Canada, I am very concerned about this situation, and I'll be also promoting this campaign of collecting funds within the Ecuadorian community to help you to overcome this difficult situation. Muy buenas tardes, un cariñoso saludo a toda la comunidad latina que nos escucha, de manera especial a estas familias que se encuentran en esta difícil situación. Quiero agradecer a las autoridades que están aquí presentes, que están trabajando en equipo, en unidad, para poder brindarles a ustedes el apoyo que necesitan en esta situación difícil. Como su asambleísta, como su representante, pues vamos a trabajar con la comunidad ecuatoriana para trabajar y colectar fondos con el fin de fortalecer esa campaña financiera que necesitamos para que ustedes puedan lo antes posible recuperar la normalidad y poder tener un techo nuevamente. Así es que un abrazo solidario a todos y todas, y nuevamente gracias a las autoridades presentes aquí y por este compromiso de servir a la comunidad. Thank you.
Okay, Ms. Pachenko, you have a lot to say.
Good evening, everybody. My name is Dinora Pacheco. I working for the community through the Assumption Church. I give it the time that God give it to me to give it to another. I have my own job, full-time job, but I have a full-time, part-time. In everything that finishes in time, I have to give it to my community. This is not only for one people, it's for everybody together. So I say thanks to the mayors. He always have the door open. I come in and knock at the door. He don't say you don't have an appointment. So he opened the door and received me. And I think so. This is make it the easy way to come into the office. Somebody that is the mayor's, and he say yes. My community is outside needed something. Like in the church, the door is open for everybody. So I ask him to the people to open the heart to help the communities that lose all these they have. But they have a faith. They have a faith in God, and they have a people behind them, so they know they're not alone. We need a donation. We need money. It's hard to say when I thinking about money, my ear get red because it's hard to say to the people money. Sometimes the people is so afraid to give them money because they don't know where to go. But now the goal is put it on other families, 21 families in place. Put it on there, they be security. We have a pregnant mother and we have babies. They are late girls, and she's pregnant, and she have a problem with her birth. So she got an injection to conserve her baby. So this is a special need that we have. Like I said to the consul from Ecuador here, we don't only work for Ecuadorian people, we're working for whole community. Whole community that get affected, and this apartment can be the same level to help them to be in place again. We don't promise anything because we don't have anything in the hands, but we're working with all the community, and God is stronger than anybody. The gentleman from Habitat, he is from the same moment that this one happened, he is with us. He providing more than what is he giving to us, as like his bed and thing, is her humanity. He's there. He come in and stay hours and hours in the middle school with us. They stay there because that day is like they lose in the middle of the earth. And we are there to say that we are here. You are not alone. Everybody's crying. Everybody's like, what is we gonna do now? So we are there from that moment, and this is something that touch the people. When you live without people, you know it's like it happened to you. So what is we asking is to hope till they go back to the apartment, till they have a life. Most of them have a job. That is a good thing because they can keep and go after we help them to start. So and she's working for the community. I have my family, and I just feel like I'm in their shoes when I see things like this. Mi nombre es Dinora Pacheco, yo estoy aquí representando a la comunidad de Peekskill, trabajo para la Iglesia de la Asunción, siempre tiene las puertas abiertas, el mayor que siempre está dispuesto a recibirme, así yo no haga appointment con él, siempre llego con la necesidad y él siempre está ahí. Quiero darle la bienvenida al cónsul de Ecuador, que también generosamente está aquí con nosotros, para ver la situación que estamos viviendo ahora y para ayudar a esta comunidad que está también sin hogar, sin techo y sin nada que lo soporte. El gentleman de Habitat, que siempre ha estado aquí con nosotros. Tenemos un grupo que estamos formando, Pablo Antunes, Ramón Fernández, Simón Guamán, que somos los 4 que comenzamos a subir el grupo para ver si podemos nosotros ayudar a la familia, pero necesitamos que cada persona que tenga un poco de tiempo se una a nosotros para poder ayudar a la familia. Eso es todo lo que le tengo que decir. Gracias. God bless you. Thanks.
Lastly, Jim Killoran from Habitat for Humanity. Jim?
Good job.
Thank you, everybody. It's an honor to be here. Out of crisis comes great things, and these are great people. And gracias a ti para ayudar a nosotros. People have offered to donate furniture and other things. Email relief@habitatwc.org, relief@habitatwc.org, or call 914-403-4821. The City of Peekskill, this has been a great effort. I've worked with many disasters, from the Hurricane Sandy effort to Yonkers fires to New Rochelle, from all over. So I have extensive experience, and it's great to see people pull together like this. We have a list for new beds. I want to thank TF Andrew Carpet One. They're donating beds that I'll bring up tomorrow, and it's a big, great effort. And kids are going to school in September, right? and they're going to need some school bags and some other school supplies. I want to thank the superintendent of schools, David Fine. Gracias a ti. Necesario tu aplicar para assistance. Teléfono 914-403-4821 or email relief@habitatwc.org. Gringo Spanish, but I try. Muchas bendiciones. God bless you all. Thank you. It's an honor to be here.
Una vez más, muy buenas tardes a todos, y quiero agradecer a nuestro alcalde y al cónsul general Jorge López y al asambleísta Jimena Peña por estar de nuevo con nosotros ayudando a la comunidad. Esta no es la primera vez que nos hemos juntado aquí en el área de Peekskill para ayudar en una situación muy difícil, muy triste. De mi propia parte, de la parte de mi comunidad parroquial, igualmente de la parte de la organización de pastores del área de Peekskill, prometemos